Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome back to Jagged Alliance 3. As today we head back west. We need to re-secure our foothold in Fleetown, and then start tying off the numerous plot threads that we've left dangling in our wake. Seriously, we've got no shortage of things to do back here. Not to mention, of course, we've also got two steadily building stashes, which we need to plunder. We are in dire need of those parts and ammo. And while we do have injuries to tend to, I'm thinking we should tend to those back in Fleetown rather than where we are now, because Camp Saban's got another attack queued up, and we'll want to make sure we're in position to intercept it when they send it our way. That said, before we do anything, let's go ahead and queue up Squad 2. Or at least the foundation of it. Ah, I see. Well, thank you, Isabel. I admire your dedication to the culinary craft, but we have more important things to do. Yes, okay, so my original plan here was to bring Fox and Grizz back in. You know, I've been looking for an excuse. But unfortunately, in digging into good pairings for our squads, it turns out they both still have some pretty significant issues. Fox and Mouse still don't get on. We can mitigate that to a certain extent, but there are still complications we'd have to work around. And Grizz actually has now compounded the problem because he doesn't feel that the team has enough Americans on it. Which, again, we could circumvent if we were to bring in Wolf or Shadow, but we're really trying to stay on a budget here, and both of them are pricier as far as recruits go. It turns out the interwoven relationship system is actually a lot more complex than I initially thought. So optimizing our squad kind of went out the window, and at this point, it's less about optimization and more about just, you know, assembling a squad that's entertaining and doesn't hate itself. So with that in mind, given that we are about to pick up Larry anyway, I figured, what the heck, you know what, why don't we just lean into that? We'll go ahead and make what is effectively the Larry squad, with characters that like Larry. And it turns out there is some overlap there, with characters who also like Kalina. So, for the sake of maximum hilarity, I figured we'd just make her the squad leader. And we are essentially just going to pick up people who get along with Larry and or Kalina. Which means that naturally, the very first character we're looking at is Bobby Steroid Guntarski. A character I don't normally use, but one who apparently gets along with both of those characters. So I'll certainly give it a shot. I do hear, however, he does have some issues with MD, but that shouldn't be a problem. As we've seen with Meltdown, MD only really kicks up a fuss if you hire him after you've already hired someone he doesn't like. He should be fine now that we've already got him hired. As far as stats go, Steroid's a pretty standard mid-tier mechanic, with a massive health and strength pool, and a surprisingly high marksmanship, his biggest downside being the abysmal dexterity and agility scores, but those we can theoretically train up with Mouse once we get her through a leadership seminar or two, which is actually something I'd like to put Bobby through as well, because he, in turn, would make a perfect physical trainer for the rest of our mercs. And that aside, he's actually a better mechanic than Kalina. Technically a better shot as well, but again, it's that agility that really holds him back. Still, with that 89 marksmanship, I figure we just toss him that sniper rifle or spare Winchester we picked up, and he should be fine. Largely stationary during combat, but he should be able to contribute pretty consistently.
This is Bobby Guntarski. Do you have business?
I do.
I thank you for, giving me the business. I see you.
Happy to have you, Bobby. Now, moving on to the next person on our to-recruit list, we've got Amran, another character I'm not super familiar with, but one who looks pretty decent, at least on paper. Especially with this special ability, which essentially grants him a 360-degree Overwatch arc. Though he does have the auto weapons perk, which does imply that he's best fitted with an assault rifle or submachine gun. And then he's also got distracting shot. So yeah, I'm thinking variable fire assault rifle, or maybe a Dragunov, if we can find a spare. Interestingly, he also comes with a unique melee weapon, the Gut Hook Knife, which I would really like to hand off to one of our melee specialists. It's a little weird to have a unique melee weapon on a marksman character, but that's fine. Gives them options.
I am Omrin. You must be the Glavny. Do you have job? Is it easy? Good. We spit on it. I will come to this grand chien place. But now I must eat and nap so I have strength when I am there.
Nice. So that's Omrin. Which brings us to recruit number 3, and I actually waffled a bit on this one, but I'm thinking Igor Dolvich. A character, again, who I don't normally hire, but on paper, he looks to be a melee-dedicated character, essentially in the same vein as Mouse. You know, slap a submachine gun on him, knife in the offhand, and get him up close and personal for some nice, messy, wet work. He doesn't have hit and run, but that'll be the first perk we give him.
This is Igor. Igor is great mercenary, like uncle, who is also great. What is job? You must hire Uncle Ivan. He is greatest. He will come and see I am worthy of Dolvich's name. But now we must drink. I go get bottle.
Yeah, Ivan's not on the list, sorry. I mean, he is another character that gets along with Kalina, but he's also much more expensive, I think. Oh yeah, look at that. So, yeah, maybe put a pin in that one for later. After we've secured another mine or 3. That's it. This should be plenty to get us started for now. These 3, plus Larry, plus Kalina, will give us 2 relatively operational squads of 5. And then 1 extra slot on each squad for whatever other mercenaries we decide to pick up. Which we will not worry about now. But yeah, the KL squad, I guess, the Kilo squad, they should be more than adequate for the task of intercepting patrols and diamond shipments as needed.
The journey is done. I'm ready for the next quest.
While our main story squad gets things done elsewhere. Though there will also be cases where both squads will travel together, because I will admit, half the reason I hired these guys is to enjoy some of their banter and interjections in various story conversations. We do need 3 sets of armor. But we don't have room, and those pants are in pretty sorry condition anyway. I'm sure we can find better ones. And then we can trash all these. Nothing here worth keeping. Ooh, a chip. Nice. That we will take. And we'll leave the spare knife, no big deal. Now let's get you guys into Fleetown proper. We'll swing by the market, pick up a few things, clear out the rest of Lolly's stock. And there's our enemy squad. Looks like they're headed for central Fleetown. No surprise there. That is where we're weakest. Yeah, we'll take care of business in the flea market real quick. Then we'll set up shop in central Fleetown. Do some damage control before
You're the boss.
Attack squad rolls in.
Okay.
Big bombs, naked guns, fitness tips.
Hey, that cover model looks like Fox.
No refunds.
Sleight of hand,
You buy,
that's
you shoot.
dexterity,
bye-bye.
I think.
That cheap guns. Give him a shot.
Come, friend. Best prices in
We'll take that.
Fin d'artifice improvisé.
Molotovs, we will take that as well.
Follow me, or I'll just follow you. Nope, that's fine.
We've checked that chair, right? Yeah.
Well, hello, my friends.
Boxes, please.
Just one tiny diamond for a box, my
Yep.
There you go. Do you like it? This here is a powerful substance, my friends. It prolongs life, grants visions of the future, and makes your eyes blue. You might have to take a lot of it to make that last thing happen.
Nice. That's the best healing item in the game.
This game is a shipment from Ile Mora. There is this weird mechanic lives down around there.
Also nice. That's a mechanics skill book.
Bang! Ha ha ha! Made you jump. I'm sure you'll have a blast with those.
Oh, and he's out of stock. Well, alright then.
Goodbye, my friends.
Actually kind of sad. But at least we got some nice stuff. Speaking of which... Mouse is already maxed on Dex, so we are not going to give this to her. We're going to give that to Kalina. Get her one step closer towards that next stealth perk.
Evildoers beware! I am stronger and better than ever!
And then, of course, the repair magazine goes to Livewire. Grenades go to Rhett. We're actually getting pretty light on some of these. We really need to stock up, especially once we bring Larry on board. And that leaves one space open for the Metaviron. Now let's head back to Central Fleet Town and get what's coming to us.
If I say I will be somewhere, then that is where I will be. That's just common courtesy.
Oh, I suppose first things first, we should actually hit the local newsstand. See if they've got something new for us.
The hell you want?
All right.
Yes, they do.
All right.
Parkour. That's +1 agility. Which is actually perfect, because that is exactly what we need for Kalina. That's why we haven't picked her level up perk yet. That rounds her out at 80, and qualifies her for Vantage Point. Which we will, of course, immediately take. But honestly, I think we'll probably end up taking all three of these. Frog Leaping and Lightning Reactions are both also fantastic ones for her to have. And it's going to take a while for us to bump her dex high enough to grab Ambusher. Ultimately, we want to get her to the top of both of these trees. But that, of course, is quite a ways off. Still undecided on Rhett, so we're not going to worry about him just yet. This I'm also not sure about, because... while it does technically have better damage output than the rifles we're currently toting, it's also cumbersome. That means we'd essentially be giving up mobility in exchange for slightly greater killing power. Which I'm honestly not sure is worth it, because... well, especially for Kalina, because she has that perk that specifically boosts her free move. I suppose we could give it to Livewire, but she's been doing just fine with that Winchester. So I'm thinking we'll just sit on it for now. And then as for the rest of this stuff, we can just scrap most of it. Yeah, we've got no shortage of higher-end rifles in our inventory right now. No reason to keep this stuff cluttering up our inventory. Speaking of which... you know what? It's going to take a few minutes for me to clean up our inventory. Let's hit the pause button real quick. I'll get that taken care of. Then we'll take out that patrol. We'll be right back. And we're back. Yeah, it took about 5-10 minutes, but We now have our inventory reasonably under control. We've dumped most of our excess, should have plenty of stuff to equip our 3 new recruits with. And we have freed up about 2/3 of our inventory slots, aside from on Rhett, who's still loaded down with explosives. And we have tagged in the fully modded AUG, which I wasn't planning to do this early, since we only have like 4 40mm grenades, but it turns out, as fun as it is, the AA-12 has just completely devoured our supply of shotgun shells. So we're going to have to sideline that thing until we've stockpiled more. My original plan was actually to hand that off to Larry once we brought him on board, but I suppose we'll just have to make do with something else. That said, we've got about 18 hours before that Legion squad's on us, so let's do some quick damage control. Sadly, we do not have enough time to do proper R&R, so we'll just have our tired character sit idle for 12 hours. And of course, we'll get MD patched up as much as we're able in that time. And I guess Meltdown will just top off her gear. At the very least, we need to get that Anaconda up to full. Oh, we've got some wiggle room. Yeah, let's toss a couple of other things in. We can go up to about... yeah, that's fine.
Fine.
Like I said, they're here in about 18 hours, so as long as we're under that, we're good. Speaking of which, there we go. Let's go ahead and tag Livewire in on the repairs. In fact, we might as well slot in some more gear while we're at it. We have to do 1 training cycle to replenish militia while we're here. So we'll be topping off all of the gear in our stash. Then we'll get the militia going. Obviously we're not going to be finished before that squad's on us, but might as well get it started. Which means we're here for at least 22 more hours. Okay, so we got half of MD's healing done. Better than nothing. We'll need to be careful with him. And we're up against an enemy medic, 2 gunners, 3 butchers, that's rough. Oh, and 3 rocket men. Yikes. Apparently the Legion is done messing around. Fair enough. Yeah, okay, let's do it. That really does reinforce how important it is for us to take out Camp Savan while we're down here. Maybe we'll double whammy it, hit it with both squads. Alright, so we've got... okay, we've got all 3 rocketmen over here. Both gunners here. And then the rest over here, and that's 3 brawlers and 1 medic. I think rocketmen have to be our priority. Where's our deployment zones? 1 in the market, okay. 1 in the church. And then 1 way back here, that's probably too far away. So, looking at our setup, I feel like our best bet is long-range hitters in the church, and our stealth squad on the flank. We'll have them move up quietly, and hopefully they can neutralize those rocket men before they even know what's happening.
Ready to, do stuff.
You know what? With MD in his current condition, let's hedge our bets.
Yes?
We'll bring Rhett over there too.
The hell you want?
And of course we'll get Meltdown set up right in front of the church. We'll just have her arc cover pretty much the whole battlefield.
Presently in attendance.
Though ideally we don't want her to have to shoot too many people because we are light on 5.56. The less she has to use that machine gun, the better.
Hostile in sight.
Being quiet ain't my strong suit.
And behold, Tactical
Being
Pause,
quiet ain't
one of the
my
latest
strong
additions.
suit.
And a very welcome one at that. That makes
Playing
multi-merc movements so much easier to manage.
I shall not make a noise.
Yes? Ready. Quiet.
Not a problem for a mouse.
All right, Meltdown, let's get you set up.
This sneaky shit ain't my style.
Where are we all headed? Yes, they are convening. That's perfect. How are we looking on Team Rocket?
What?
Quiet as a church mouse.
Moving.
Okay, well, we are not in perfect positions, but this will have to do. Let's kick this thing off.
They cannot hit what they cannot see.
We'll start with one of the butchers. Those are the guys who are most likely to make it through
Something out of a fairy tale.
Meltdown's cover fire.
It's an easy shot to make from cover.
Nice.
Alarm!
Oh, and we're still in stealth. Okay, let's throw down a second shot then.
MD present.
Let's go for another butcher.
Time for courageous action to punish all those evildoers. The villain won't see this coming.
Nice. That's 2 out, and they are still surprised. Okay, well.
Ready to go unnoticed, yeah?
Michael here.
We'll start whittling these guys before they're out to launch.
I think I can, you know, get him.
Lovely.
Of course, the battle is going good. We are true heroes that will vanquish all evildoers.
Yeah! Yeah.
Ah! It hurts! It hurts!
Wow. That was great for crowd control, but terrible for our ammo stores. Honestly, in retrospect, that actually makes me kind of glad we didn't bring in Grizzly, because that would have just compounded our current ammo crisis. I was really hoping she'd drop the gunner, but that's fine. There we go. And +1 strength. Fantastic.
Pretty dangerous around here.
Ready.
Maybe I should switch her off to light armor and give her that perk that increases free move. That would mean losing the medium camo, though. Which would be a shame.
Michael here.
Alright, Rhett, can you take out that last brawler for me?
Have a good shot.
This should help a little.
The villain is helpless before me.
Yes? Aiming.
Ah, whiffed.
Aiming.
Take 2. No joy. Alright, well.
You want something?
Meltdown.
Damn, I hope there's a lot of blood.
Oh, my poor ammo.
I mean, that was really neat. You looked really cool, and I like your hair, and, never mind.
We gotta take out that gunner, and Meltdown's the only one who can, so...
They cannot hit what they cannot. I much prefer combat like this.
Meltdown here. Watch me put this one down like a sick dog.
Well, Annie, Looks like you've got your gun. You know, from the musical. Do you like musicals?
Ah, it hurts! It hurts! Take this!
And we're good.
Ready to,
On my way.
Though, honestly, Meltdown did like 90% of the work there. I guess I could have saved some ammo if I'd led with Ret and had him lob a grenade in while they were still grouped up pre-scatter.
Yes?
Not a big deal. Got it done.
MD present. Ready to, do stuff.
Nothing all that notable on loot. I mean, the spare first aid kit will come in handy. We'll toss that down for Group B.
Follow me, or I'll just follow you. Nope, that's fine.
Did I say nothing all that notable on loot? I was very mistaken. Oh my goodness, how are we even going to fit this into our inventory? I guess we can hand all the crafting supplies off to someone else. Yeah, that'll leave 2 spaces, and then we can swap to the rocket launcher for special occasions. We'll also want to make sure we top that thing off before we actually fire it, though. That is lovely.
Ready.
Okay, well, not much of a fight, but that was a fantastic payoff.
Heading out.
I think we're good. Obviously no magazines left, no other loot that I'm missing. Yeah. Let's get these operations finished. We'll have Squad B start heading our way. In fact, they're about to make landfall.
Dumbass. I'm all done.
Oh, right. Okay, let's get another round of repairs going. Get all this gear in mint condition before Squad B gets here.
This task will not be a problem to me, and I will be honored to do it.
And we will actually have Squad B do some shopping while they're in Port Cacao. Yeah, we'll just swing by Granny Kohani's place real quick.
Omrin here, Glovny.
She's got grenade bundles for sale.
Anybody got snack?
Very nice. Yep, we'll take those. And then, you know what? As long as we're here, we'll swing by Itzadi the Fisher as well. Check out his junk. Thank goodness we had the foresight to leave giant piles of cash sitting here for just this purpose.
We move. Dag, love me.
Looks like it's just parts, but that's fine. We can use those too.
Igor, great at spotting things. Something over there.
Okay, so we do have one other thing. We have special parts.
You'll go now.
Ooh, and field resources. Okay,
Yes, go.
Thank you for monies.
Oh, that's a chip.
No need to rush.
Be happy with your junk.
And smoke grenades. Okay.
Sadi has junk. If you have monies.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think he had either of those last time we were here. I think, in fact, I think the detonator parts were over there. So he actually has randomized stock each time we come here.
Follow Igor.
That's pretty cool. And very unlike the other merchants we've run into who all seem to have set stocks that do replenish over time, but just with the same stuff. So yeah, every time we come down here with a new artifact, we'll have to be sure we check that out. Anyway, let's go retake this port. And I guess we should retake this sector while we're here.
Come on.
There we go. Simple enough.
Come on.
Mayday! Mayday! This is Biff Epscott requesting support. We're under siege at Hill Station and we need backup. Over!
Don't worry, boy. The Legion's coming for you.
Not the Legion! God damn it, Major! I'll give you the green diamond! Just let us go! Over!
It's too late for that, boy. I'll get it anyway. I'll take it off your cold, dead body. Do your best, and try to put up a fight.
Oh my God! They're shooting at us! We need immediate extraction! Mayday! Mayday! Over and out!
Oh, for goodness sake. Biff, buddy. It is great to hear from you, but now? Of course, it's right where we just were. Alright, well maybe we can buy some time if we take that squad out before it reaches them. Looks like we've got about 3 days. And we do have an ideal place to intercept them on Mudwater Bridge. Or we could do it on Camp Grand Prix, which would also put us right in front of that diamond shipment. So that might be kind of perfect. Alright, yeah, you know what? I think this is actually workable. It'll be a bit frantic, but we'll finish up what we're doing here. And then we'll link up the squads. We'll have both of them push up together. They'll aggressively head north, take out Camp Savan, I guess hit the refugee camp and Pantagruel on the way north. And then once we're there, we'll take out Grand Prix and intercept those squads. We'll have to account for resting time, but I think we can do it. We've got roads linking most of these sectors.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. We're looking good-ish. Okay, let's hit the pause button. I'll get our guys equipped and we'll get this crazy plan in motion. Be right back. And we're back. Took a little doing, but we've now got Kolina running her very own band of adventurers. And they're reasonably well equipped. I would have liked to get them slightly better equipped, but we had to work with what we've got. Especially given our current ammo shortages. Still, this should hopefully be enough to get the job done, at least for a while. And we've always got more waiting for us back here when we're ready to upgrade. Now let's get this militia trained up. And we've got to move. Everything else is now on hold. Actually, you know what? We're already here. So, there is one thing I'd like to do before we depart for parts unknown.
Okay.
Took her?
May God and the spirits bless you.
Yeah, you too. So are you ready to talk about Smiley, or what?
Since he killed the smuggler in the market, there have been many people searching for this young man.
Right, that's what I thought. Okay, well...
Walk in peace with God and the spirits.
Uh-huh. You know, I wanted to do this the right way.
Yes?
But now we're on the clock. And to be fair, Molly and Lolly both basically told us that Smiley's here. So, we're done messing around.
Certainly.
Oh, for goodness sake, really? I think the gun clipped through the wall. Come on. There we go. Smiley. We need to talk.
Ready. We're going, right?
Something to help us on our quest, perhaps?
Yeah, probably, but first things first.
Who are you guys? My name is Alejandro Diaz, but most people call me Smiley. Where is the pastor? He promised he'd give me asylum.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. You realize you're in huge trouble, right, kid?
No shit. My fiancée Molly is missing. The whole town is trying to kill me, and I'm just hiding here, pissing in a bucket like a goddamn prisoner.
Yeah, about that. You're supposed to be with Merc, right?
You bet I'm a merc, trained by the legendary Beef Abscott himself.
Biff? Legendary? Sure. I'm sure you'll be every bit as legendary as he is someday.
Very diplomatically put. Thank you, Mouse. And speaking of Biff, did you hear his distress call just now?
I don't know. I kinda got separated from the squad in Pantagruel when I met my fiancée Molly. You should have seen how beautiful she was that night. I guess that wasn't very professional of me, but she's the love of my life. What else could I do?
Well, I mean, you could have not done that, but... You know what? Why don't you tell me your side of the story? What's going on?
Me and my fiancé, we went through so much together. We wanted to be married, so we came here to this backwater town.
Actually, it's my fiancé and I.
You and your girl were there too?
What?
What? Well, not long after we arrived, someone recognized Molly, and he tried to take her from me. I shot him. I think I may have killed him. The rest of his gang came for us, so we ran from the market and ended up here in Labu. We hid for a little while, but Molly, well, one day she disappeared.
Yeah, I wouldn't really worry about her. Seems pretty happy with the local crime boss.
I knew it! I just knew it was him! The day we got here, Molly insisted she go to the church to pray. I never saw her again. Father Tucker told me some masked men snatched her. He said he was sure she wouldn't be harmed, but that I would be if I went after them. I've been crazy with worry. But now that you found me, we can go on the offensive. If you help me get Molly back, I promise I will do mercenary work for you for free.
I've always wanted to rescue a princess.
Actually, she's a queen. The Carnival Queen.
And there's Kalina, thus showing that both squads can indeed interact with the same conversation. And I gotta say, man, I don't know about this, but I will accompany you, and we'll see how things play out.
Don't worry, we can do it together. And even if they have returned Molly to the brothel, I can steal her again.
That's the spirit. Wait, what?
Fucking love MD. Oh boy, this is going to... hello?
We got you now, lover boy! Come out, or we're coming in!
No. I made a deal with the boss. The girl for the boy's life.
You had a deal with the boss? Tell me, what have you done with my fiancée? All of you!
Don't worry. She's fine. She's having a great time with Boss Blaubert in Rimville. And we'll have a great time with you. Not like that, you idiot.
I'm gonna kill you, all of you!
Michael here.
Well, okay, I guess we're doing this. Let's see what we've got here. Looks like 4 just outside the front entrance. I'm pretty sure those are militia. We've got another 4 off this side. And another militia. So this is going to get very chaotic very quickly. Oh, we've got another one over here. Oh, we have 5 over here. Okay. So at least 10 in total. But we're 9 strong plus Smiley, with Militia backing us up, so I like these odds. Let's get our guys set up, and we will do it to it. Okay, so main downside here is that we've got a lot of guys equipped with long-range rifles. But we do have a couple of dedicated CQC fighters, so we'll get them up front. They'll punch out the front door, clear that crowd. We'll get medium gunners on the left side windows.
Ready to, do stuff.
Pop out, go for headshots, clear those.
Ready.
Live wire here.
Snipers on the right to pick off more distant targets and to finish off anyone that the melee guys can't clear.
Meltdown here.
Meltdown's going to have to go pistols only on this one. We cannot afford to burn 5.56. But honestly, I don't think we'll need the machine gun. If we get first turn, we should be able to clear most of these guys in one fell swoop.
Huh?
Pew pew. Look, they're not all gems, okay?
Omrin here, Glavny.
Let's do this.
Boss, I'm surrounded!
I am not sure I can handle this many enemies.
Hello, evildoers! We are here to vanquish you!
Ready.
And vanquish them we shall. I would like to catch that Enforcer, but I'm not sure we can get the right angle. Yeah, that's fine. We'll play it safe.
Grenade!
Je suis blessé.
Yes?
Mouse, you're on. Nice.
Well, Annie, looks like you've got your gun. You know, from the musical. Do you like musicals?
I truly believe this is why girls make the best soldiers.
Why? Because MD likes musicals? That's a bit of a leap.
Yeah. Who's next?
Though I will say, Mouse is still one of my favorites.
Meltdown here.
Kill that man, please.
Watch me put this one down like a sick dog.
I would not blame myself if I were you.
No, I think that's her fault.
Igor Dovich, ready.
Igor, you want to take a stab at this?
Of course.
Je suis grièvement blessé.
Crap. Ow. Thank goodness I gave him armor.
Yes? I have the villain in my sights. One villain vanquished.
Let's work on what's left.
Have a good shot. The villain is helpless before me.
Pretty good odds, I think.
Nice.
I'm just gonna say it. I really think that was completely hot.
Thank you, Livewire. I'm sure MD appreciates it.
I am awake, Glovny, but hungry.
That was almost as good as I would have done it. I should be working out. Just hold still, damn you!
Очень good. Now I can work less.
Nice tag from Steroid as well.
Yes?
Good to see the newbies
Aiming.
contributing.
Down the hurts.
Oh, right. Hollow Point.
Livewire here.
That's why he's
I
bleeding.
think I can do this. Don't be ridiculous. I got one! I got one! If you need me, I'll just be here.
Okay. Fingers crossed.
Die!
I'm wounded!
Nice. That's what I was hoping for. The militia's got him distracted.
I need a bandage.
Gotta say, Smiley, you're not really impressing me here.
Ready.
Let's just get that bleeding patched.
Igor Dovich, ready. No problem.
MD present. Going there? Oh, you mean right now? There you go. Glad to be of use.
And mouse. A few clicks and we're done.
You don't think they'd shoot a mine, do you?
Enemy down.
You got it.
I told you, never stand in a merc's way. Now, before I go and find my girl, I have one...
Smiley, my son. It's not what it seems.
Did you have a deal with the boss, Padre? Yes or no?
I only did what I had to do to protect you both. Trust me, she is alive and well. I love both of you stray lambs, and I've done everything in my power to help you.
Is it true what they said?
Yes. I let them take her to Rimville, but it was only because...
That's all I needed to know. You Judas! You have sold my girl to these beasts! I'll kill you right here on the spot!
Yeah, let's maybe not do that.
But he has sold my girl to these people!
Molly is safe. I can promise you that. Things have a way of working out as they should. You just have to trust in God.
We will see about that. I am going to Boss Bluebird to get her back. And God help you and him both if she has been harmed at all.
Well, that's certainly going to be interesting. Oh, yep, and off he goes. You know, I just now realized that might be a bad idea, too, because we've got Luigi there already.
Ready when you are. here.
Though I am curious how those two events might interact. Which I guess we'll find out in fairly short order.
Come on!
Though not today. We're just about at time, so we'll loot these corpses, check out the back room, and I think we'll be at a good stopping point.
Of course.
Oh, and an RPK. We don't need the machine gun, but we could definitely use that ammo.
Not a problem.
Now let's scope the back room real quick.
Fine. Hello there. Oh, what an adorable little lock. Let me pick it. I insist.
Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? We went 19 episodes with no heavy weapons, and all of a sudden they're raining from the sky. Though to be fair, we have nowhere near enough 40mm grenades to actually use this thing. But we are definitely not leaving it behind, so we'll make some room. I think long term we'll keep one of these on Rhett and we'll toss the other to Larry.
Presently in attendance.
Nice.
Hello there.
Follow Igor.
Not bad. Not bad. I mean, the fights weren't particularly challenging today, but we got some really nice loot out of it. Not to mention, of course, we brought in Squad B, and we started tying off some dangling threads. Well, I suppose we really just tangled this one into a knot, but it should be memorable, at the very least. That said, yes, we are past time at this point, so I'm afraid we're going to have to call it here, but I think overall it was a good session. And we're definitely on the cusp of a bunch of action-packed episodes because, at this point, we need to hit Rimville and deal with this mess. And then after that, we're headed straight north. We're gunning it. The Mansion, Camp Savan, Pantagruel, the refugee camp, maybe Camp Grand Prix. We're going to take them all down in rapid succession so we can get where we need to go to save Biff. We've got a lot of smiles ahead of us. See you then. Oh, and special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Revenant, Alois, CrowkingLoR, Dragon Matrix 7, Drakiith, EV23, EgonAlter, Emile, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, James Trimmier, Kazorm, Mark Giemza, Nathan Welch Jr., OverlordPherom, RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Rowan Church, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys! That said, if you'd also like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things. Trust me, it does make a difference. Or you could even check out the PayPal, the Patreon, the Nexus GG, or the YouTube memberships. Links are in the description.
That's the spirit. Wait, what?